Johnson. I'm with the ESGR here, and the chair, and I'm also vice chair of the state of North Dakota. And I spent 28 years Reserve and Navy training, and so I'm retired Navy. Call me Navy Dave, my nickname. And been with the ESGR for about close to 15 years now. So, but you know, the SGR, we're employees of the Defense Department, the best employees they have because they don't pay us. It's all volunteer, which is okay after spending 28 years and the Navy paying me. That's something we do back for veterans and active guard and reserves. But ESGR has been around since 1972, and they get about in the state of North Dakota, we got about 65 volunteers, just like I do. So it's a busy time. With COVID and stuff, this is the way we've been doing things. Zoom. So, and it works because you can bring people from, Texas, Montana, all over, and you're all together. We're just not touch each other. But when we get started here, Cheryl, this is Cheryl Osmond. She's the recipient of the Patriot Award. And why don't you introduce yourselves?
I'm Paula Heitman. I'm the service center manager here at the Fargo Regional Office.
I'm Steve Larson. I'm a coach here at the regional office.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sean Bone. I'm the director of the Fargo Regional Office and Sioux Falls VA benefits offices. So,
hey, and Jeanette, I know we got Delton on. I can see him and Paul. Delton is our state chair. Lives in Minnesota at a lake. Thought he'd be out fishing this morning. Paul Bonicelli, he's in Dickinson, Fargo, South Carolina, and Colorado. But I did send you an email, give you a job, so we look forward to that. Who else is on there? I can't really see.
We have Colonel Derek Kuntz.
Oh, well, Kuntz.
And then you go ahead.
Anybody else?
Yep, there's Beth. I'm not sure who Beth is, and then Maggie Livingston.
Yep, and Maggie's my other daughter. So.
Oh, Beth is your daughter and Maggie.
Yep.
Are they on?
Yeah.
Okay. There's someplace there. Can you take that recording off the screen? There. And that's our real boss, Jeanette Ketch. She's in the Bismarck office, and she organizes, and I don't know how she does it, but tries to keep us all in line. But I think we'll go right into the award. You want to do that, Jeanette? Yeah. And Captain Busick is where it's warm, I'm told.
Yes, he's in
Houston.
sunny Texas.
Okay. But he's with the guard. He's got the whole unit that's down there helping out at the border, I understand. But he has put Cheryl in for a Patriot Award. The Patriot Award is one of the neatest things we get to do. We go out and honor the employer of the guard or reserve person. And it's just a pleasure of doing that. And really it's an honor. And we encourage all the Guard and Reserve members to do this, because without you in supporting the Guard, there won't be a Guard. I mean, it's just really hard. And in the last several years, with the amount of time away they have spent, you still get all the support, and that is just totally outstanding. So if you just keep doing that, and we had probably some more awards we can work at. They can put you in for higher awards, and that's a good thing. And the VA should be honored here in Fargo, in North Dakota, I should say, and Minnesota. But again, the award, you see it, you've read it many times. It says the Office of Secretary of Defense, employee support of the Guard and Reserve, recognizes Cheryl Osmond, Department of Veterans Affairs, as a patriotic employer, and for contributing to the national security and protecting liberty and freedom by supporting our employee participation in America's National Guard and forces. And Cheryl, I thank you,
Thank you.
appreciate it. And keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Very nice.
and we'll get to the pictures. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
And then along with that, we have a statement of support. And that is, it says that, statement of support for the Garden Reserve, recognizes the VA, Youth Department of Veterans Affairs, what should it say, regional office? We get that changed if you want.
It just says VA, Department of Veterans Affairs, and say regional office. It's
Okay. It says, we recognize the Guard Reserve as essential to the strength of our nation and well-being of our communities. In the highest American tradition, the patriotic men and women of the Guard Reserve serve voluntarily an honorable and vital profession. They train to respond to their community and their country in time of need, which USIC is doing. They deserve the support of every segment of our society. If the volunteer forces are continued to serve in the nation, increased public understanding is required and essential of the role of Guard Reserve. Therefore, we join our employers in the pledge that we fully recognize, honor, and comply with the Uniform Services Employment and Reemployment, the serial law. Do you have classes?
yes, we do. Yes.
It's good. We were just talking about that the other day. We will provide our managers, supervisors with the tools they need to effectively manage these employees who serve in the Guard Reserve. We appreciate the values, leadership, and new skills service members bring to the workforce and will encourage opportunities to employ guardsmen and reservists, transitioning service members, and veterans. We will continue to recognize the support of our country's service members and their families in peace, in crisis, and in war. And then we just ask that you sign and date it and then post it in the office. And there's probably some more around the office that we've done one over the other side. So nice to see them all over the office. So thank you, and you're the regional director, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you. And would you like another one for another office?
We have one in Sioux Falls. We actually
Yeah.
got this award just recently down there as well. I just want to recognize Cheryl. Not surprising that you were nominated for this award. Your service to veterans and our service members is a daily occurrence here. And just want to congratulate you for your amazing service to these Guard Reservists.
Thank you. Thank you. Is there a few words? No?
Well, congratulations, Cheryl. You know, your support of those who support our country is greatly appreciated.
Cheryl?
I just was very surprised and honored that Mark nominated me. I have been involved. My late husband was in the Guard quite a few years ago, and so I know what it's like when people have to be called out and do things. So it's a great benefit to have these members of our workforce, and we really appreciate them. We do miss them; they're fun. But I know, like right now, Mark's doing a little bit more of a climate than what we are. So,
Yeah.
But yes, we do appreciate all their efforts. So thank you so very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Colonel Coates, you got a few for us?
Yeah, Cheryl, I just wanted to kind of reiterate our thankfulness in your support that you've given to Mark. I definitely understand the sacrifice that you go through being without him, working in your workforce for a year, but truly, you're a big part of our team. The military, the Guard, we can't go deploy, whether it be Southwest border or overseas, without our citizen soldiers. And they're not active duty. They've got other ambitions. They've got jobs of their own, careers of their own, employers that they need to work for. So we definitely understand your sacrifice in supporting him and employing Guard and Reserve members, because again, couldn't do it without you. Mark is doing an outstanding job for us down at the southwest border. He's leading and taking care of 125 North Dakota soldiers and accomplishing their mission to a very high standard. So again, very thankful for your support of him.
Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel. Paul Bonicelli, haven't heard from you for a while.
Thank you. I was reading over the nomination narrative. Very impressive, very kind, and how key these words are to state understanding of short notice military leave requests to help accomplish the needs of the North Dakota National Guard. That says so much. It speaks loudly to all of us as Americans, and particularly as employers, is to understand that short notice. And I'm reading where, again, it's happening with the North Dakota National Guards of its needs for medical backup in our communities. And these needs are critical, and certainly very proud of the National Guard. And Mark, thank you for the nomination. And of course, Cheryl, for you being the recipient. Thank you. I'm honored to be part of this ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you.
Paul kind of double volunteer. This is in Dickinson, so he helps them out in Dickinson, and he's also part of our committee, which always did they have it in Fargo. But I would say that in Fargo, the coffee is ready. So
Yes, Dave.
well, who's gonna be last? Oh, Delvin.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, I tell you, it's always tough to go at the tail end of these, but you know what? I'm glad that I get to today because there's all kinds of little surprises on here today, besides the award. But I've got to point one out right away. I had absolutely no idea. One of my former fellow employees before I retired, Maggie Livingston, is on today. And hi Maggie. And Maggie and I worked together for a number of years, and I was regional president at US Bank. And now she's a neighbor with my daughter out in Horace. And my daughter and her husband and two of my grandchildren live out in Horace. And what are you, about a block away or so, I think? And I'm not so sure my daughter doesn't have your daughter Ella in one of her English classes. So, but anyway, it's amazing. We can run, but we can't hide in this world, and that makes it exciting. But to see Maggie and then Beth on as well today to help celebrate this day with Cheryl is very meaningful. And of course, to have Colonel Kuntz on the line today as well. And the last time I've gotten to see Colonel Kuntz a number of times, but last summer he and I got to spend a lot of the quality time over at Camp Ripley in Minnesota when it was about 85 degrees outside and a lot warmer than it is today. Some of the troops that Colonel Kuntz oversees was deployed over to Camp Grafton for some training. So it's great to see everyone. But hey, I just want to say thanks. I mean, it's all pretty much been said, but I get a couple minutes just to plug ESGR, what we do, what we're all about. And as I call my state vice chair, Dave Johnston, I call him the Admiral, even though he was a captain in the Navy when he retired, but he's my Admiral, and it's great. He does so much to support ESGR. But as Dave pointed out, we are a part of the Department of Defense, and across the country, there are over 3,000 volunteers of the Department of Defense. So they get a pretty good bang for their buck. We're not adding to the budget deficit or anything here with what we do, but we do this because we love serving and supporting service members, our National Guard and Reserve service members, as well as the employers that support them. As Colonel Kuntz mentioned, our National Guard and Reserve, they are so much of what part of our national defense more than ever. Nowadays, they're deployed more than ever. There's more training requirements. Their days are busy when they're deployed. And you as an employer are seeing that firsthand. And the part that you play makes all the difference in the world in helping to support our national defense, because it's not easy as an employer to have a key employee or any employee that's gone, irregardless if it's 2 weeks, a month, 6 months, or a year or longer, that has an impact on the business. Without the support of employers like you and making that service member feel comfortable knowing that he can go and concentrate on his military duty when he's called upon by our country and our state, they can do that and knowing that things are taken care of back home. And that just means so much to those service members. So I want to thank Captain Mark Buczki for making the nomination. I know he's not on today, but hopefully he gets to see the video and the recording at some point. So Mark, thank you so much. Thank you for what you're doing in your mission right now down at the southwest border. Cheryl, congratulations. You know what, as Dave mentioned, doing awards, it's about 90% of what we do in the employer support of the Guard and Reserve, and it's a lot of fun. And I tell you what, I always get a gas out of being able to be a part of these celebrations and these recognitions. And the other part of what we do is we help educate service members and employers if they have questions in regards to the USERRA laws. And, you know, just in case if there ever is an incident with a service member and their employer, we provide a free ombudsman service and to help smooth that gap if there is ever a disagreement between an employer and a service member. And we are so fortunate in the state of North Dakota that we have patriotic employers like you, like what Maggie does at US Bank, because US Bank, who I worked for 40 years, as a former Freedom Award winner, we know what it's like to support National Guard and Reserve service members. So, but it just means the world to be able to do that and be a part of that. So all of us, and hopefully you can see this little emblem, and I know Paul's got his ESGR hat on where he's at today, and Dave with his shirt on as well. This is the Department of Defense emblem. We're all very proud to wear that and to be a participant in supporting our service members and employers like the Department of Veterans Affairs. So for all of you at the Department of Veterans Affairs, thank you. And again, thank you, Cheryl, for what you did to support Mark in his deployment. And again, Mark, thank you. And Colonel Kuntz, best to hope to see you in person one of these days. And Maggie, I'll be in the bank again one of these days, hopefully to say hi. And last time I was in, you weren't there, but hope things are going really good. And it's great to see you and Beth join in this presentation. That really makes it very special today. So with that, I'll turn it back to you, Dave.
Hey, how about Jeanette, the organizer of everyone?
No, I'm good, Dave. Congratulations.
You.
How about your daughter?
Well, I don't know if they want to or not, I guess.
Sure. Say congratulations to mom. Come on.
Congratulations, Mom. Proud of you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for all being here. And who's at the bank?
That's Maggie.
Peggy?
Yeah.
Which bank are you at?
US Bank, our downtown branch in Fargo.
Oh, downtown. Okay. Very good. Good to see you. And
Hey, Maggie and I used to get to do a lot of work together for a few years there.
I'll stop down, Maggie, and get some input from you.
She does a fabulous job.
Oh, thank you all, and Jeanette, thank you so much for putting this all together, as you do in every Zoom. You get it up and it's running before we are there. So thank you. And Carol, again, congratulations, and nice being up here. I get to go on the other side now to see the medical part. So I think just check in with us. Okay, that will conclude the Zoom, and this is
Sounds good.